So everybody, here we are in my small tent. This is the 2x3 by Vivo Sun. It is only 5 feet tall, and with the ventilation and the lighting, there's only about 3 feet of space for them to grow into. So we're going with two little bonsai style trained plants in this one. I've got the white Soho by Wizard Trees. That is a, let's see, that is a, oh god, it's either a white Nerds or a white Rhino crossed with, I believe their Studio 54, which is their OG Kush. And then on the right, I've got an LSD by Barney's Farm. That is their Skunk number 1 crossed with an Afghan Kush. So, I'm excited. We're going to defoliate a little bit. These guys are on day 6 of flower, and I need to clean this up a little bit in the bottom. We're going to go ahead and keep a majority of the bud sites, but I'm going to go ahead and clip off quite a few of the lower fan leaves and remove some of the little tiny, what I would call larfy buds, areas where we're going to get those little tiny buds that nobody really wants, that aren't really worth letting the plant put energy into it. So, hopefully we'll avoid that, and we will keep our big buds up top strong. And then this will also allow for some better light penetration, which is going to just allow more strength into the top, and it's also going to allow for more airflow, which is going to reduce any issues with mold, any less issues with bud rot, things along those lines, which I've, fingers crossed, knock on wood, haven't had to deal with yet in any of my grows. But it's something that eventually I'm sure I will, because that is just part of it from what I hear. Everybody has to deal with that sort of thing eventually in this, I don't want to say industry, because it's more of a cottage thing. It's more for fun than anything. I am a licensed grower in the state of Missouri. All that means is that I can take care of myself. So don't read too much into that. So we're just cleaning out all of these lower fan leaves that aren't getting any sunlight. That aren't getting any light. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and remove this entire one, because it's just not popping too strong, and quite frankly, I'd rather have the strongest, most robust, biggest bits coming forward. We're going to keep some of these smaller ones because there is still plenty of time for this to grow. I'm going to remove one of those little pieces that I had, one of the pins that I had holding branches down earlier when I was training. Let's go ahead and get here in the back. We got a couple more lower ones, and then I'm also going to remove a few of the fan leaves on top. And those are going to be the ones that are blocking light from the interior. Because I'm not destroying all of these interior nodes. Just a few here and there. Not too many. Because quite frankly, like I said, these are the bonsai style ones. So I want them to be real thick with buds. Let's go ahead and actually remove all of these. Because these branches are real good. I will zoom in at the end so that you can all see the progress that we've made, because I'm clearing out quite a bit of the underneath here, the underside here. Now this tent is a little bit too tight, I have found, for 2 plants, so in the future I will be doing just one. I was really pleased with the Royal Highness by Humboldt Seed Company. It has recently hit the 8-week mark of curing, and it is excellent. Fantastic. Real nice, mellow, smooth buzz. Hits smooth, doesn't burn your chest up real bad, and it's got like a sweet lavender aroma to it. Anyway, real nice cannabis. Anyway, I think we're far enough into the video for me to mention that without having to worry too much. And to be honest, I don't really care anyway. Let's take out 1 or 2 more of these interior fan leaves here. Twist it around one more time. Here's a couple of lower ones I want to get rid of. Actually, let's go ahead and get rid of you entirely. That one I could have done with keeping probably, but sometimes you just make choices. Sometimes as a artiste, you just gotta go in and kind of do what feels right. I'm gonna take one more. Yes. Go ahead and clip that as well. I think I've only got one or two more. Now, let's see. What are we going to remove here on top? Most of these up top are actually pretty decent on this one, so I don't think I'm going to stress that yet. But I am going to take a few more here on the bottom. Go a little bit lower than I did the first round. No, I want you gone. That's an aesthetic choice more than anything on that one. And then we got one more little dent section right here in the middle that I need to deal with, because these guys are going to cluster up a little too much. And again, this is more about airflow and potential bud rot than anything. And I would always rather have big, strong, mighty buds towards the top of the plant than having a whole bunch of little tiny guys that I'm going to have to trim and deal with, stretched all the way down towards the bottom. Now this feels like a fair amount of defoliation, if I'm being honest. It almost feels like overkill. But so far, in this experience of growing inside, my gut has treated me pretty well. I like the exterior ones here, but I'm going to remove the interior one because I don't want it to get too clustered up in the center. I think that's kind of been my plan mostly, is removing the interior nodes and keeping the exterior ones. So yeah, that's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty dope. I'm not going to lie. I like how that all came out. Let's go ahead. Nice little zoom on that white Soho. That looks so much cleaner. So much cleaner. Okay, so let's do the same here. Let's see, we're zoomed in pretty good there. Let's see. And let's go ahead and do the same thing with the LSD. We're going to go ahead and remove the pins just like that. Just like the last one. And I'm going to go up about 1/3 of the total height, which is about the same that I did on the white Soho. And again, part of me, it just breaks my heart doing this because these would produce buds. Without question, these would produce buds. But these will actually, I believe, produce more in the long term towards the top as I clear out these little sections that aren't going to get maximal light. That one feels really healthy to be cutting down. Kind of breaks my heart, but, and I could clone this. This is something that could, well, no, because I flipped a flower, so I don't think I could. I guess I could force it back. I could revert it back, but not worth trying at this point. Right now, I'm still learning, and I'm still kind of going as I go. These guys here will be my fourth round of indoor cultivation. I had one successful outdoor grow prior to this. In my younger years, I was always terrified of the law. Now that I can follow rules and get away with it, if that's the right term even, I'm going to. And there is an upcoming video on my channel that is pretty much a how-to guide of getting licensed to grow in Missouri. It's shockingly easy. Shockingly easy. Cost a couple hundred, or $115 a year, and that's about it. Then you go on a list. I found out the other day there's only like 2,600 of us. So it's a relatively small amount of people that have taken the state up on the ability to do this without fear. And I find that kind of odd, to be honest, because it's shockingly easy. But let's see, what are we doing here? This is my low branch. I should have probably clipped off the entirety of this one because it's going to be pretty short. But we're going to go ahead and leave it for now anyway. I might change my mind eventually. Oh, the fan's really getting in my way here. I could always twist it a little bit, I guess. There we go. And we'll zoom in on this one too once we finish up. Where is that one coming from? We're going in and pinching that one by hand because I couldn't find it. Now I see it. Okay, okay. Yeah, that one was scraggly. It wasn't getting any light. Okay. You're low enough that I'm just going to remove you too. And the outer part of you I'm going to keep, I think. But the fan leaf we're going to remove. Interior, we're going to go ahead and clean this one out. Just one more little node. We're just about high enough that I'm going to start keeping everything else, I think. One more in the center back here, gotta go. Oh boy. So yeah, this one's got a little bit of mess in the center. I'm gonna have to clean up here. Let's see if we can get to it without doing any real damage. I think so. These plants are mature enough that I can kind of bust them around a little bit and get away with it. That's one thing that new, and I say this as a relatively new grower still. I'm still on year one. Nearing the end of year one though, and I've done gonna have like five or six successful grows under my belt. One outside last summer and finished it in the fall inside, and then I had one in the fall winter, and I've got one that's on day 35 now, the big girls of flower, and then I've got these guys on day 6, I think, of flower. And then I've got 4 babies on, I don't know, week 5 of veg, week 4 of veg. I don't know, they're little. They're still little. And I don't know when people count veg, flower, or I know when flower starts, but I don't know when you go from seedling to veg. I don't know what the, scientific shit is. There's, 3 weeks where they're just, little tiny and weak. So I assume that's the seedling stage, and then you go into veg. But, yeah, anyway, we're going to do a little more over here. I don't like this one. I don't like that one. That one was annoying me. Alright, so let's see. We got anything else on this one we're going to take off? Ooh, one more little loose one down here. Okay. And one more. Actually, that's a pretty fat internal one. I kind of like it. So we're going to go with a couple more down here on the edge. Get a uniform bottom on this. Bottom. Alright. Sorry, I'm like a 6th grader at heart. Can't help it sometimes. Let's see, what else we got? Gosh, you're awfully strong for me to be clipping, but I'm still gonna, mostly for airflow reasons. You I like. You've gotta go. And you've gotta go. And you've gotta go. Alright, you know what? I think we're looking pretty good. Holy cow. That is a massive defol. Holy cow. Holy cow. Anyway. There's the bottom view on these two trained ladies. Again, the white Soho by Wizard Trees and the LSD by Barney's Farm. Nice little top view of both. Thanks for joining me, guys. Like, sub, comment, share. You know the drill. My name's Tim. Indies and Zaz, the name of the channel. I do gaming stuff too, but right now I've been concentrating mostly on these fabulous ladies. Thanks for joining me. Take care.